Welcome to 233 Experience. If this is your first time, I hope you stay with us forever. And if you have been here with us for a long time as well, thank you for staying. Today we are going to learn more about where is the best place for you to save or bank or where do you keep your money so that you can benefit from it, and which sort of banks will give you the best benefits if you are living in the UK or if you're new in the UK. The best one will be saved for the last. So I hope you stay with me till the end. The question is often asked, where is the best place to save your money? But before I come to that, let me also look into where is the best place for you to bank. Who are you going to bank with that you're going to get the best benefits? We have the traditional banks such as HSBC, Barclays Bank, Lloyds TSB, Nationwide, and NatWest. Those are your high street banks. Those are the banks that are very popular. But I don't know about other countries. I come from Ghana, and the banks do not offer you a lot. The differences between them is very slim. But here there is a difference between each sort of bank and what you can get from them. So let's look at a few of them and let's compare. I have banked with HSBC for a while. I've lived in this country for about 15 years. I've learned a lot through my work and through other means as well by studying what the financial trend is and who is also offering what. And therefore, I've done the research so that you don't have to one of the few banks that is high street bank that sometimes offers the best credit facility is, when I say credit facility, I'm basically talking about loans or credit card interest. Is one of them is Barclays. A lot of people would not associate this with Barclays, but through a few experiences with people that I know around me, whenever Barclays is offering you a loan, when you've been with them for a while, the rate is usually very, very good. I know somebody that actually took a loan from them very recently, and they actually offered their person a range between £15,000 to £50,000 personal loan. I didn't know that there was anything like that, because all this while HSBC told me that you could always have a maximum of £25,000 personal loan allowance. If HSBC is offering you a maximum of £25,000 as a personal loan, Barclays can offer you up to £50,000 over 8 years. You can see the difference. This person that was looking for the loan also had the option to go with HSBC. Interestingly enough, my friend did the same search with the same credit details, same experience, credit score and everything else. HSBC was trying to ask for an interest rate of about 22%, whereas Barclays Bank was asking for a 7% interest rate. And with Barclays, you had to choose between 15 to 50,000, as I just said. So look at the difference. That is the reason why I know for a fact that the credit facility with Barclays is much better compared to other companies as well, or compared to other banks. One of the other high street banks that can offer you something totally different that will be beneficial to you in your future is a bank like Nationwide Building Society. Nationwide is something we call a mutually beneficiary company, and therefore anybody that invests with them or banks with them is kindly a part owner of the company, so you get to have other benefits. For example, recently they made profit and they shared some of the profit amongst their customers. Some people got up to £100, £200. So this is a bank that if you're investing with them or banking with them, you get other stuff back, you get something back, compared to HSBC that you don't really get a lot back. You don't get anything back. The things that they offer you is little things like home insurance package, life insurance package, but that's the kind of benefits that other people may want. You might want that, other people too might want that. It depends on what you want. But at the end of the video, I will compare all of them and tell you what I would think would be the best bank to go for, especially in the current situation 2025, possibly going forward. Nationwide, the other thing that is also good, really good for, is I've noticed that a lot of people have bought houses based on Nationwide's offers that they've given them, and their interest rates is good for mortgages. So if you are thinking of buying a house at some point Obedru Chrome Hanoma, you want to buy a house and all that stuff, and yeah, you probably would benefit going with a bank like Nationwide. That is another thing. Another bank that offers something really good that I can always recommend is NatWest. NatWest has a very good way of banking in terms of their online system is very smooth to operate. Also, they make it easy for you to be able to open a joint account and stuff like that, and also to be able to obtain a credit facility with them. There are other banks such as Lloyds CSB and Chase Bank, which is JP Morgan. From what my understanding is, and according to research, this is more good for investments. So Chase Bank, for example, is very good if you want to invest. Those are the banks to go for. They usually have personal bankers that will guide you on how to invest and stuff like that. But let me also mention something that is really different and incredible that you should always keep in mind. Aside having all these high street bank accounts, it is always recommendable that you also have one of these online banking systems so that you can use them for other stuff as well. When I say online banking, I'm making reference to banking accounts such as Monzo or Revolut. Their security system is not the best, so I wouldn't suggest that you make it your main bank. But I have one, and I usually use it for this. I use it for stuff like making transfers back home, because the questions and stuff like that they ask are very simple. Also, I don't really keep a lot of money in there. I keep a very small amount of money in there just so that I will be able to make my transfers to Ghana and connect it to those banking apps that we use to transfer money to Ghana. Also, another thing that I have Monzo account. The one thing that I use my Monzo for is for international travel. They usually have a very good exchange rate. Instead of using paper, I use that because I don't really trust a lot. I don't trust paper as much as other people do. So I would suggest that you have one of these, either Revolut or Monzo, so that you can use it for your transactions abroad, to be able to send money back home or send money to another country. Or also, another thing that these online banking have, they usually have pots where you can basically divide your money into different sections. So some people use them for food shopping and stuff like that. And now that I'm talking about food shopping, let me also talk about credit cards. When you are here for a while, you'll probably be able to obtain a credit card through most of these banks that I've mentioned. You'll be able to obtain a credit card from other places. You can easily go on the search engine, or the credit search engine such as Experian, or one of those ones. You can Google credit cards, and you can find a website that can compare credit cards for you, and then you can choose what will work for you. Here is some tips about it. You do not use your credit card for little stuff such as constant buying of food and stuff like that. You probably better off using it. You save your credit card for the big payments, and then you spread out the payments so that you'll be comfortable with it. You basically, if you say, for example, if you wanted to buy a ticket for Ghana, you're better off using your credit card, so that if you buy through an agency and you're scammed, anything that you bought with a credit card is purchased by the credit card company. It's not purchased by you. So within a short series of time, say for about, I think it's about 90 days, but look into it properly, you can always claim your money back. If it's a fraudulent activity, you can always speak to the credit card company and just be like, you're trying to buy this, you've been defrauded, you want them to try and get you your money back. They will refund you the money, and then they will go and fight on your behalf. That is the beauty of credit cards. But you don't use it for small purchases. You use it for big purchases, such as buying a ticket to Ghana, or buying facilities for your house, or purchasing stuff for your house. But you don't use it. Also, you do not also withdraw cash from a credit card. You don't do that, because that will affect your credit score. I did promise you that by the end of this video, I'm going to tell you which bank is the best to bank with, and also I'm going to tell you where to save. So let's start with where to save. You have two options. You can either open a savings account with the main bank that you are banking with, Or another thing that I would suggest that is there is something called Money Box. It's an app. So you see the way we would have a money box in Ghana where would a bit to box. You can have a money box and you can set up a payment plan where they will deduct an amount of money from your account each week into the money box, and that will be sitting there. Some people, depending on how much you want to save, say for example, if you want to save £100 a month, we have 4 weeks, 4.33 weeks in a month. So sometimes some month is 5 weeks. So what you could do is say you could put it in there that you want to save, you want to invest £25 a week, and that they will take £25 each week, £25 each week, and they will get to £100. If the weeks in there are 5, then that means you're going to take £125. You can withdraw once a month. So the reason why it's a good place to save is once a month you can withdraw. So if you withdraw this money this month, you have to wait for next month to be able to withdraw again. That deters you from constantly trying to dip in and out of your savings. So that is what I use for building up cash or something. It is one of the best places. Sometimes you could easily get some money from some overtime or something like that. You could chuck it in there and then build it up. It's very, very good. So now let's ask the question, what is the best bank to go with? We did look at Barclays, and we said Barclays offers you very good loan facilities, and also it can offer you stuff like gadget insurance and stuff like that. Nationwide, we also looked at it, and we also concluded that it offers you the same credit good facilities. It also offers you very good credit facilities for mortgages and loans as well, and also offers you the same facilities for you to be able to have insurance cover for your gadgets such as phones, your phones and other things. We also looked at other banks such as Chase Bank, which is JP Morgan, which is also good for investment when you want to go into other things such as Vanguard Investment. That is also there with JP Morgan. And nationwide, NatWest. NatWest is also the same thing, which is also good for having joint accounts and stuff like that. But in all this, when you compare, you can see that Nationwide gives you a cover of all the other things that the other banks offer. I probably would go with Nationwide or Barclays. Those are the two banks that I would probably go for. And also in terms of the online banking, I would probably go with Monzo over Revolut. Monzo has a slightly better reputation, so I would probably go with that one. So this is more of a baby I bet me I save you, where you can save or you can invest in this country. I'm glad that you stayed this far. I hope you've learned something from it, and I hope you share it with some cousin, uncle, brother or sister that lives in the UK, so that they can also learn something from it and also know where to invest their money and make some benefits. At some point I'll probably also record another video about where we can invest our money in Ghana as Ghanaians, as this is a Ghanaian channel. Thank you very much for staying with me. I appreciate you, and I'll speak to you later.